All righty, what is going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the channel for another market update. Hope everybody's having a lovely day. And with that being said, let's get into the darn stank and TA. All right, guys, we got some stuff to talk about. It is on the smaller time frames. Not much has changed on the daily time frame, but I will point out we have two inside days going on right now. But we're going to start here on the 15-minute time frame of SPY and QQQ. Why? Because this is where I think the action really is. This is where the beans and potatoes of the current price action is. All right. What I want to point out is you got a falling wedge going on here. You have a double bottom. So you broke out from the falling wedge, came down to the low, held that low, held your demand zone from back over here. And now you're breaking out to the upside above 426.95, which is the neckline. That is the high of this candlestick right here. You could see it up here if you would like. Above there, 427.88 is on the table, and above 427.88, I'm just going to say I think we have a full-scale recovery back up to 430.24. I'm going to show you guys what to really be paying attention to. I think we're going to get a full-on recovery. We're going to come out here and take out this high. I did call for a new high somewhere over here. I don't remember where it was. We did end up getting that high. All right, so I will point that one out. But we literally sold off from like that exact point. All right, guys, you had a high over here of yeah, it's 430.24. I was just seeing which candlestick it was. It was this guy right here, right? So this candlestick right here, high of 430.24. You literally came up and got your high of 430.22. All right. So we did push up to the high. We did not put in a new high yet. But I will point out we do have that bullish structure taking place here, which does, to me at least, suggest we're going to be at least getting this retracement up here to the golden pocket. And above there, we're looking at a new high. I'm just going to say right now, with this forming right here, I think we're going to be pushing up to a new high. But that's 100% speculation without the price action to back it. We're going to have to watch it level by level. And yeah, next stop is 427.88. SPY. What happened over here? You had this pennant slash bull pennant, whatever you really want to call this thing, bull flag. Guess what? You broke out to the upside, came down, put in a higher low, and if you take out this high, I guess you're going to be coming up to 494, right? Not as clean looking as over there on QQQ. Nonetheless, it is still a relatively clean chart, all right? And I'm just going to come down to the 5-minute time frame, guys. What marked the previous two bottoms here? What marked both of these bounces? That bullish divergence, all right, guys? That's really all you got to be looking out for is just get your zones right, get your levels right, and get these divergences on your radar. And yeah, you will have the warning sign right when it pops up, like we did right here on this candlestick. You swept the low, put in a hammer, and you had the bullish divergence. What does that suggest? You're probably going to, well, it's not going to suggest you're probably going to start seeing an upward resolution. What it does suggest is momentum is shifting, all right? That is your warning sign. That is what, like, for example, you start looking out for this hammer candlestick. You knew it was a bullish divergence when it swept this low, all right? It was the same thing right over here. We came down exactly into a demand zone with the bullish divergence. What did we think was going to happen? This, all right? And then your boy spotted this wedge, and you know, res history. We got a whole bunch of chop, but I think we're finally seeing the move that I was originally thinking was going to be taking place if you took out this high over here, all right, which was 426.54 if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, 426.54. Come over here in SPY, guys, and really what you're paying attention to here on the smaller time frames is a break above here. All right, you break the high over here, 493.57. You are going to probably have a pretty clean shot up there to 494. All right, and that is what I'm really paying attention to, guys. All right, we're going to come over here, daily time frame, and I'm pointing out literally nothing has changed. All right, you guys can see what I'm seeing. Okay, you had the break and retest here, inside day. This is exactly what I was talking about with these freaking these back-to-back inside days. If you manage to put in a hammer candlestick, you'll have 2 days of bullish inside days here. All right, like, you know, a bullish candlestick, and we have the 2 inside days. The market's literally digesting this move back up, and it is getting ready for the next move. My guess is that is going to be a move in the upward direction. All right, same thing over here with QQQ, guys. All right, I know we have a ton of stuff here. Let's just take that off. Guys, you came back up to the high. You made a new high, which suggests we're probably going to be getting a higher low here. I told you guys I was bullish on this pullback. I didn't know where we were going to get buyers stepping in from. We did get buyers stepping in. Yeah, we had one of 2 spots. We had them stepping in at that first spot, which was over here. I took it off my chart now. Now we have a new demand zone to be paying attention to, which is right over here. All right. I'm just going to say, guys, nothing has changed since I said that the other day. I am still bullish on this dip. No, I did not get to take my shot over here at the golden pocket. Come over here. All right. Even if you were to sell down to the next demand zone, guys, it would be a break and retest off of this level right here, 422.87. And right under there, you have the 0.618. All right. It doesn't, really get much cleaner than what we're watching here on these intraday charts. It's clean price action, guys. There's no denying it. It's clean. Real clean. The clean, mean machine. All right. Maybe you got something like that going on. And then we go a little like that. And, oh, we have a channel. Nah, that's sloppy. All right, guys. With that being said, let's now move it over to the individual tickers. Just real quick, guys, just as a reminder of what we just went over in this video, guys. We got bullish structure on the intraday time frames, the 15-minute and the 5-minute. And then what do we also have? All right. We have a break and retest over here on SPY's daily time frame off of the previous high. You're literally just holding it. Bullish as heck to me. Come over here to QQQ. You got the double inside day. If this happens to turn into a large lower wick here and we get a hammer candlestick or a pin bar candlestick, boom. Guys, not only you just digesting the move back up you just had, but you have two inside bullish candlesticks. It's getting ready for the next move up if that becomes the case. All right, IWM, that's actually one we didn't mention, which I want to bring this up because this is an insanely clean chart in my personal opinion. If anybody would like to take a trade on the indices, I think IWM is your chart. I got your back. And yeah, all right, guys. So you did just have this falling wedge breakout here. You did end up finding buyers here, and literally right at the 0.786 fib, guys. This is exactly what I want to convey to you guys. If you do want if you want the educational videos, they are over in the Discord. There is literally, videos on these things that cover these concepts in detail, because at the end of the day, I just want to, guys, I want you guys to know what you were doing. And guess what? I'm not going to sit there cluttering your freaking mind with all the crap that I had to go through. Yeah, we went over a Carvana. I actually mentioned this in the Carvana trade breakdown video. Guys, the whole purpose of what I'm doing here with the educational videos in the Discord is literally just, or not even just the educational videos in the Discord. I want people who don't know what to do to join the Discord, and there you go. There's the system that you can go off of. If you don't know where to go, or you have, cluttered your mind with course after course after course like I did for the first few years, I'm just going to tell you right now, I got you. All right? I 100% got you. It literally is the stuff that works. All right? So I want to be very transparent and clear on that. If you would like to literally just see what works, it's now $40. The price 100% is going up over the next month. All right? Anybody who's currently in, don't worry, your price will not be raised. But yeah, just letting you guys know, there is that over there in detailed videos, which you very much so will be able to understand these concepts fluently. And then you will be able to see me do them every single day, or, use them every single day. All right, guys, but you have a very clean break and retest going on over here on IWM. Just putting it out there. This thing looks freaking gorgeous. All right, it looks gorgeous. You break above this high, we're having a clean shot up here to 195.74. I think all of these are going to be pushing back up to the highs. All right, you got QQQ looking nothing less than beautiful over here. You got SPY looking like, I'm not going to say super beautiful, but it's really not looking all too bad. All right, and then you come over to IWM. It's just sexy. All right, this is your woman in the red dress right here. This is it. You guys see what I'm seeing? This looks so beautiful. I know it looked beautiful to me over here, and then we never really ended up getting that move up to 200 and 205. Well, we got pretty close, all right? It was 199.50 here, okay? The high was 199.41. Your boy was calling for a move to 200 and post there. We had a zone here I was watching. And above there, 205. Guess what? I think this was the pullback along that move, and now we're about to get that move. So that's just my opinion. Now let's go over some individual tickers here. First thing I am going to be pointing out is PLTR did end up, we pointed this out in yesterday's video, all right? I'm just saying, well, we actually pointed out right here, okay? Right here on this breakout from this mini falling wedge. So you had time. Even though earnings caused the gap up, you had time, all right? You knew about the setup. We've been talking about Palantir, right? This was the exact move that I was waiting for. This is the exact one. I knew some sort of leg up was slowed in here, And this is it. You just took out the high. You're going for your next leg up. You're doing insane things over here on our boy. You're up 32%. GG's in the chat. GG's. All right, guys. Bullish on pullbacks. We're watching for them pullbacks. Speaking of being bullish on pullbacks, Baba. All right. Baba has just broken out of its downtrending channel today. I am going to point this one out. Guys, this was in the weekly update. This was on the focus list. This was in a descending channel. And on the breakout, we are looking for some higher prices. Now, all of those TPs have been hit. All right. I unfortunately was late to the party over there. And I was late on getting to the party. And then I decided to completely skip the party. And guys, I will be bullish on these pullbacks. All right. I was bullish on this pullback already. I just didn't enter it. But, I got Baba swings open. I will, if this thing ends up going for the ride that I think it will, then that'll be cool. But I'm just saying, guys, bullish on these dang stinking pullbacks. This thing looks beautiful. It looks like it literally just started. You come over here to the weekly chart. Does this not look absolutely beautiful to you? It looks beautiful to me. You got the inverse head and shoulders breakout. You got the RSI literally bottoming in the same spot that it bottomed last time. If I'm looking, correctly here, you have a bullish divergence going on down here. I'm just putting it out here. This thing's just getting warmed up. Put it on the radar. I know people want to, not like China, but I'm just going to put it out. China, not China, Baba, Baidu. All right. Let's actually look at Baidu. Guess what? These are all probably going to start making their comebacks, right? You just had your descending channel right there. You just broke out. All right. Baba specifically, though, is the one that I want to be paying attention to. This thing's absolutely beautiful. And this is, guys, we have like the mega cap stocks and you got your small cap stocks. Well, in China, guys, what is the one with all the money coming into it? All right. It's going to be Baba. We're watching Baba. Fresh channel breakout. I like the stock. There you go. Carvana. Let's talk about this one because this is fresh and this has just started. All right. I do believe we brought this up in yesterday's video. I'm not sure. Regardless, all right, this was on the focus list, so I imagine I mentioned it in the weekly update. Yeah, top watch going into today. This was great. All right. I'm not going to take off the TPs because the trade is already in motion. I'm just going to put it out there, guys. All right. Carvana has just got a fresh breakout here. We're going to talk about the weekly chart here in a sec, though, because that's what I noticed today that, I remember noticing a while ago and I may have forgotten about it, but, I remembered it today. But also, what is really getting me interested, you got a fresh downtrend break, guys. I think this is day one. All right. You see this last time you had your breakout. You see this last time you had your breakout. Like, you have insane days, you consolidate, and you have more insane days. All right. I am bullish on Carvana moving forward. I'm bullish on these pullbacks. You take out this high, and then I'm really bullish on these pullbacks. All right. But I'm just going to say right now, all right, you had that 15% day. What happened the next day? 18%. What happened the next day? You consolidated. What happened the next day? 11%. What happened the next day? 10%. I think we're getting ready for that move. All right. And guess what, guys? We did end up catching that move. Don't forget about it. Don't forget about it. And we're about to run it back. Yeah, we are. All right, guys. RK. I like it. We had a false breakout the other day. You swept liquidity over here. Now you swept these lows, baby. And I'm just putting it out there. You look like you are about to make a comeback over here on RK. We have PLTR going nuts. Tesla's not going nuts. But I'm just putting it out there. We have a lot of these RK stocks, these speculative little techies that are setting up. All right. They're setting up. Some of them are deciding to go like over there on Carvana. All right. And they're just a bunch of these spec names. So I'm seeing a lot of spec names set up. And that's actually, that probably aligns with why I'm seeing IWM set up here. This is, speculative in nature. This is IWM here. Guys, we had the Jerome Powell, I think it was on Sunday. Whenever he spoke about it, the rate cuts, they started getting unpriced in. IWM took a dump. All right. Everything actually took a dump. But yeah, guess what? IWM is going to be affected by all of these things. And RK is just like IWM. It's going to be affected by all these things. And they are now uncutting. They're now pricing back in rate cuts, I think. I think that's what I said. Yeah, I saw it on freaking whatever it's called on Twitter this morning, and I started looking at TLT, but he already broke down from the 0.786, so I didn't want to take it. But this, guys, there's bullish on this pullback too. Does anybody remember that one? I didn't take my shot at this one. I will not deny that. All right, I will not deny. But this thing does look immaculate, and aside from the news, guys, hey, all right, if they start pricing these rate cuts again, TLT is going to go right back up to these highs. What's going to happen? RK, you're going to move. All right. My personal opinion, you gonna move. Next one we're talking about is you. Very similar setup to over there on Carvana. All right. You come over here. I want to point out you got inside day in the form of a hammer candlestick. You can go a little lower. It's just going to bring you down to that golden pocket. And if you want to take it from the last, really, where you had your last leg up, you are at the bottom of the golden pocket. So either way, guys, I'm bullish on this chart. All right. I'm definitely bullish on Carvana, and you is setting up exactly like that. All right, like exactly like it. I don't know what else to say. It really is. You come over here, you could put in a falling wedge kind of little formation. I understand it's not like pretty looking or anything, but it's there. All right, we have a setup if it's willing to go, so we will be watching for it. Oh, I gotta start taking off the TP levels. I can't just, guys, gray levels are my TP levels. If you see them, they're most likely it is a mistake. So you're welcome. But come over here to BA. What are we looking at BA today, guys? I know we've been talking a lot about BA. I think BA is about to start getting this move, all right? We're prepared for it. You're basing your butt off down here, and we're getting ready, all right? Like, I'm already ready. We're already ready, but I'm just putting it out there. It's probably going to start making that move, all right? Coming over here to the hourly time frame. I know this alert just kind of cluttering things up right here. Let's just take that off. There you go, buddy. All right, are you going to get off the screen? You're not going to. So what are we going to do? We're going to get you off our screen manually. Guess what? From this whole big old move, from here all the way up here, or wherever it is, up there, you came down and you started getting buyers right in the golden pocket. What happened? Okay, which I'll also point out right here. Do you guys see a confluence going on here? Bounce, bounce, bounce. There we go. All right, we're not going to clutter a chart with that though. But that's, guys, that's TA in a nutshell right there. Confluence. That's what you're looking for. You found buyers in the golden pocket. You put in this hourly double bottom. You broke above that. I understand you couldn't hold the neckline right there. Well, you kind of hold the neckline right there. You kind of are. You literally have the zone here going on. You see where the sellers are stepping in. Now the buyers are stepping in there. You put in two hammers here holding this zone. I do think, well, not a hammer. I didn't see that upper wick. That's a doji candlestick. It's a long-legged doji candlestick. Either way, you put a hammer over here. This is what I was like, oh, hey, all right. Let's add back what we sold. All right. Guess what? You now are also finding buyers in the golden pocket. So again, with that confluence, guys, it's kind of crazy how things just keep happening over and over and over again, but they keep happening for reasons because these things matter. All right. I'm going to take off that because we know it's in the golden pocket on the daily and the weekly time frame. We know. All right. We're watching on the hourly time frame. We're watching for this downtrend break. If you get the downtrend break, you're probably going to have a clean shot up to 214.57. All right. And once you can break out of 214.57, guys, that is when we're looking real freaking juicy. And we are looking at that next leg up. If you get above there, you're going to be broken out of that downtrend. This is your basing formation right here. What will also happen if you break above 214.57? You will have a very clean daily uptrend. All right. I'm just saying, let's track this. You got a high. You have a low. Break that. We will have a higher high. All right. What was not happening before? You couldn't do that. We may have switched things around on the hourly time frame, but guess what? This will be changing things on the daily time frame, and we'll be looking for some big old juicy old moves. What's happened with our boy QQQ before we sign off? QQQ is rallying. You did end up breaking out. You're hitting it with the break and retest. Let's watch that golden pocket. If this happens to turn into a hammer candlestick, guys, be bullish into the coming trading sessions. All right. Don't not listen to the price action until we get price action. We get these signals. Okay. Until proven otherwise, we have to just expect that things are going to happen. Okay. Like there's certain things that happen following certain things. And until that's why I watch things level to level. Until these things break, until a condition changes that changes the picture we're looking at, why are we going to change? All right. And the picture I'm looking at is bullish. I don't know what to say. All right. I understand a lot of people want to be bearish. I don't think it's bearish. I think it's bullish. I think you're going to get squoze if you take a short position. That's just my opinion. I could be completely wrong. Completely wrong, baby. Completely wrong. But let's get it, guys. With that being said, I will catch y'all in the next one. Everybody have a lovely rest of your day, and peace.